that ad break going?
Welcome back to the Sunday Footy Show. Whatever you're doing, we're hoping you're enjoying yourself. If you're a Melbourne supporter, you'll be enjoying things at the moment, waking up and just reflecting on the day that was, and what a day it was, overcoming Collingwood by a massive margin. Joining us now, I'm not too sure where he is, Angus Brayshaw. Good morning, Angus.
Morning, guys. I'm on my balcony. My girlfriend's a bit hungover. I've been relegated to the porch, so thanks for having me.
OK, we are on. I'm sure you're in so much trouble when that gets back to her, which is probably now. No, but where are you? You in Queensland?
Yeah, up at Twin Waters in Maroochydore. So, sun's shining, the birds are chirping, the world's a happy place. After a win last night, we're actually hubbing in the same hotel as Collingwood, so it's a good win to get for the Boys.
Actually, I want to ask you about that before we get into the scores. Things did get a little lippy out there on the field. Taylor Adams, I think it was, and a few of you guys. How is it when you cross paths in the hub?
It's pretty funny. We had a joke about it, but what happens on the footy field pretty much stays out there, and we're just living our lives as normal people up here. So I'm sure nothing will come of it when we bump into him next. But it's certainly feeling a lot better winning than having lost, having to see everyone around the hub.
Well, speaking of a loss, we were hoping to have Andy Brayshaw and Angus Brayshaw on this morning, but we couldn't because of what happened late in the game. Not because of what happened to Andy, but the loss to Fremantle Dockers. Have you spoken to Andy since that loss last night?
No, I shot him a message. It was his 50th game, so I'm pretty proud of him for that. So outside of that, no, I'll speak to him today. It's a pretty good way to finish a game. Obviously not for the Dockers, but it was. I think that we've had a lot of close games this year. So, well, not ours, but I like the close finishes, Lloydie. I like the big goals, so it was good to see, even though it came at the expense of my brother.
And he's in career best form too, Andy. Absolutely fine. I think he'd be winning the Dockers best and fairest the way he's going. But about Melbourne, it was absolutely brilliant yesterday. We'll take a look at the board there. And your first half, 10 goals for to 5 goals 2, 16 goals 4, 100 points. First time you've kicked that since last year, to 6 goals 8, 44. Spargo 3. And the midfield flying. Yourself, Oliver, Petrarca, Viney's had a super year. I want to talk you through that. That start that you've got. You're looking at the scoreboard now. 13 points to 1, the pressure you're putting on, and the way you're getting the ball inside 50. Angus, it had been an issue for 2 years, yet you seem to have got it right over the past month.
Yeah, I think, not just the last month. We've been building or working on our game with Goody for the last few years, and obviously last year wasn't great, and probably the start of this year we were still ironing out a few issues, but and we're still not a finished product either. I think people might look at the last 3 games and think that it's all solved. Certainly not the case. We're still working really hard, but I think it's encouraging, certainly for the fans watching, would be able to see a brand emerge that hopefully is reproducible over the next couple of weeks. But certainly for the last 3 weeks, they'd be able to watch us play and say, geez, there's actually something to see now that they're proud to watch. So it's it's good to win again, and hopefully we can keep that up.
Are you and Jack Viney all right, mate? Because I was reading and hearing that you can't play in the middle together, and one will have to play on the wing and the other one down the back pocket or something. Surely you need about 7 or 8 really good midfielders.
Yeah, Bill, I've heard that, and I love playing with Vines. He's tough as a cat's head, and you know exactly what you want to get from him every time you go out and play with him. So I love it. I love playing with him, and not only just him, like our whole midfield group. I thought last night was a really even spread, and any one of us can pop off. I mean, it's been Track and Clary 1 week, and then Vines the other week, and I think that's a real strength of ours. So I think I'm loving playing with all the guys, and when Gorney's back up and going, I think we've got a great spread, and that makes us really dangerous.
Angus, your club's president, Glenn Bartlett, made some comments publicly 3 weeks ago that were very critical of the playing group. What did you make of them at the time? And can you now look back on it and link those comments with the 3 wins since in at least some way?
Look, I think Glenn's comments were reflective of him just wanting us to, feel our potential and win games. And, I mean, we were feeling exactly what he was sort of saying we were all feeling. So, and certainly the coaches were reinforcing a similar message. And, I think it just maybe got a bit more attention because it was the club president, and it was, statements made publicly, but we were internally, on the exact same wavelength. And I think, if people want to attribute it to him giving us a public spray, then that's fine. But certainly inside the four walls, we knew it wasn't good enough, that performance, and that wasn't sort of, who we are as a club. So it was really important for us to bounce back, and I think we have in the best way possible.
Angus, Christian Petrarca said in the Herald Sun over the weekend he wants to be the best player in the game. I absolutely believe he can be. His sixth season, what has changed behind the scenes that perhaps we don't see?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I think even behind the scenes, and everyone watching the game over the last few years would have seen flashes of brilliance from him. And the key's been for him putting it together over a whole sort of game, and then games backing it up, and then a whole season, and he's in the middle of doing that at the moment. I think one thing that really changed his fitness is he's as fit as he's ever been, and that probably helps. But he's a super professional, and sometimes it just takes a while. You know what I mean, Kane? So hopefully there's even more levels. I don't think he's anywhere near the top of his ceiling yet. So we're seeing more and more of it. And as I said before, I absolutely love playing with Track when he's up and going. It makes everyone's job so much easier when he can wade through 10 blokes and just extract it with 1 minute, do a spin move and kick it forward. But I think his professionalism and that aspect of everything is going to help him get the most out of himself, and I think he's well on track to do that.
The last 3 weeks, the form has been very similar to that of 2018. You've done that largely without Max Gawn. You must take some confidence, and obviously Big Braden Preuss did a great job, but the form line at the moment, very, very happy with it. Yeah,
I think I said before that people might see the last 3 games and maybe get a little bit overzealous and fire up a little bit too much. We're certainly obviously happy to be winning games, but we're pretty acutely aware of the fact that our job's not done just winning these last 3 games. So it's good to win. Everyone loves winning, and especially when as we spoke about, coming off that loss where we got a pretty big embarrassment from Port. So we're aware of what we need to do to win games now, and I love winning. Everyone does. So we're just going to keep trying to do that, and I've got faith that we can.
Hey, Gussie, great morning for you. You're in the votes as well. You've woken up beautifully this morning. Life couldn't be better. Oliver, Langdon, Petrarca, Brayshaw, all in the votes. And before we let you go, I just want to ask you about Braden Preuss. No Max Gawn. Luke Jackson has been your second choice, and Preuss came in yesterday and matched it with Grundy. So just roving to him compared to Gawn and Jackson?
Well, Big Preussy, I thought, put up a real good fight yesterday. And Grundy's obviously one of the best ruckmen in the game. So, we weren't expecting, Preuss to be able to, deliver it on a silver platter like we may expect from Gawn. But I thought what Preussy did was, equalise Grundy, and then his work around the ground where Grundy really thrives. I think Preussy was able to negate some of his influence. So he did all that we can ask, and we've got that mentality as a group up here that someone falls down, another soldier gets up, that sort of thing. So it was really good to see. He played a huge role for us, and I think held Grundy pretty well.
Hey, Angus, before you go, I know you're very versatile, so you should be able to do this for us. We've been teased with the reflection there in the window about your setting there. Can you turn it around for us, mate, so you can just give us a bit of a look at the view that you're being regaled with on this Sunday morning? So take us through it, mate. Give us a commentary.
Yeah.
So there's a few of the Pies boys down there on the lawn. I don't know if you can see.
Yes,
But I'll say good day to them on the way to the beach. And we've got a lake over there. And so, look, I think we're very lucky. And I feel for you boys. And I feel, we've got staff and people that we've left at home who, we'd love to be able to have taken with us, or, the circumstances to be different and not to have left them behind. But, we're doing well up here. We're sticking together as a group, and I think just being able to play football is bringing a lot of joy back to a lot of people back home who can't, come to the games every week. So stick fat boys and everyone, I guess, back home, and hopefully this sort of sorts itself out not too soon.
Well said, Angus.
Well
Thanks
done,
very much for that,
Gussie.
mate. All right, well, enjoy your moment in the sun, quite literally, and all the best for the rest of the season. We might catch up before the curtain comes down on it. So thanks for your time, Angus.
No worries, boys. Thanks for the chat.
Angus Brayshaw joining us there. And
Be nice being up there,
good.
Tone.
Yeah,
You put the Speedos on, would you, and walk down the beach?
not sure it'd be the Speedos, Bill. It might be the boardies.
I'd love to see you in Speedos.
You really don't have a mirror, do you? You really don't have a
And
mirror.
there's a reason for that, Tone.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Impressive young man, Angus Brayshaw, I thought.
I'm sorry?
Impressive young man,
Well,
Angus.
he got 98 for his
ATAR.
Speaks really well.
HSC.
Yeah. Did you do school?
Yeah.
Or any school?
Yeah, 158 goals I kicked in Year 12.